Imagine stepping into a garden where the trees themselves are masterpieces, branches trained into precise, elegant forms. Welcome to the enchanting world of Espalier, an art form as much as a gardening technique. Espalier involves meticulously training trees to grow flat against structures such as walls or frames. This method not only creates a stunning visual impact but also maximizes the use of limited space, making it ideal for small gardens and urban environments. Imagine walking along a path lined with apple, pear, and citrus trees, their branches woven into intricate patterns like living tapestries. Each tree stands as a testament to both patience and precision, their branches trained to follow symmetrical designs that please the eye and optimize sunlight exposure. This cultivation technique isn't just about beauty, it also enhances fruit production and ease of harvest, proving that practicality can indeed blend seamlessly with art. This ancient technique not only captivates the eye, but also serves a practical purpose, making the most of limited garden space. Travel back to medieval times, where the foundations of Espalier were laid in the monastic gardens of Europe. In these serene cloisters, monks meticulously trained fruit trees along the walls of their courtyards, not merely for decoration, but as a vital agricultural technique. Espalier, derived from the Italian word spalliera, meaning something to rest the shoulder against, began as a method to cultivate fruit trees against supportive structures. This technique was not solely for the aesthetic appeal or the efficient use of space. The walls against which these trees were trained absorbed sunlight during the day and radiated warmth during the cooler nights, creating a microclimate that was a few degrees warmer than the surrounding air. This clever use of architecture enabled the cultivation of fruit in regions where the climate might have otherwise been too harsh. As espaliered trees spread across Europe, their role expanded beyond the monastic gardens. By the 16th century, this art form had caught the eye of royalty and the nobility, who incorporated the intricate designs into their expansive estate gardens. Here, Espalier was transformed into an ornamental art, showcasing not only the gardener's skill, but also symbolizing control over nature. Royal gardens of France and England designed elaborate patterns and shapes, from simple horizontal tiers to complex forms like candelabras and fans. These living sculptures served multiple purposes. They were decorative, they maximized the production of fruits in limited spaces, and they acted as living barriers that provided privacy and protection. The adaptability of Espalier is one of its most enduring qualities. Over the centuries, it has evolved from a practical solution for growing fruit in challenging conditions to a decorative element in the gardens of the wealthy, and now, back to its roots, as a space-efficient solution for modern gardeners around the world. From practical origins to ornamental features, Espalier has grown through the centuries, adapting to the needs and aesthetics of each era. Fast forward to today, where Espalier meets modern gardening challenges head-on. In the bustling heart of cities, where space is as precious as a rare gem, Espalier shines as a solution for urban growers. Imagine a balcony in a high-rise, transformed into a verdant oasis with apple trees artfully trained to grow flat against the wall, producing fresh fruits in the midst of concrete and steel. Meanwhile, in community gardens, Espalier serves as both a practical and aesthetic technique. Here, fruit trees are meticulously shaped to maximize the limited space available. They serve as living walls that not only provide privacy but also burst with seasonal harvests of cherries, peaches, and more. These communal spaces become hubs of beauty and productivity, where neighbors gather to share both the workload and the bounty. Espalier remains as relevant today as it was centuries ago, proving its timeless appeal and functionality. So, how does one begin this journey of turning a simple fruit tree into a living sculpture? The first step is selecting the right kind of tree. Ideal candidates are young, flexible, and hardy. Think apples or pears, which are not only resilient, but also adapt beautifully to shaping. Once you've chosen your tree, the next critical step is positioning. This isn't just about where your tree looks best, but also involves considering sunlight, soil quality, and protection from harsh winds. A south-facing wall or fence is often perfect as it provides ample sunlight and acts as a natural windbreaker. Now, let's talk about training branches, the very essence of Espalier. Start by installing a sturdy support structure. Options abound, from traditional wooden trellises to more modern metal wires. Whatever you choose, ensure it's robust enough to support the tree as it grows and branches out. The initial training of your tree involves tying the young branches to the support structure. This should be done gently but firmly, guiding each branch to grow in the desired direction. It's like sketching on nature's canvas, where each branch is a stroke of your brush. Remember, the goal here is to create a flat, two-dimensional structure. To achieve this, branches should be spaced evenly and allowed to grow only in the selected plane. Any shoots that sprout forward or backward need to be pruned early on. This encourages the tree to focus its energy on the branches that are being trained. Patience plays a pivotal role in this process. Growth and training take time, and nature cannot be rushed. Regularly check and adjust the ties, making sure they are not too tight as the branches grow. Allow the tree to adapt gradually to its new form. With the right tree and a sturdy support, you're ready to embark on the creative and rewarding process of espalier. This art form not only enhances the aesthetic appeal of your garden, but also maximizes the productivity of your fruit trees, blending form with function in a truly unique way. The secret to a perfect espalier lies in the art of pruning and training. Pruning isn't just about snipping away unwanted branches, it's a deliberate and strategic process that shapes the future of your espalier tree. The main goal is to encourage the tree to grow flat against its support structure, optimizing both space and sunlight exposure. Let's begin with the timing of the cuts, which is crucial for success. The best time to prune depends on the type of tree you're working with. Generally, pruning should be done in late winter or early spring before new growth starts. This timing allows the tree to heal quickly without risking infections or pests. Now, on to the techniques. Start by selecting a few strong horizontal branches to serve as the framework of your espalier. These branches should be evenly spaced and tied gently to the support, guiding the tree's growth in the desired direction. Any vertical shoots that sprout from these branches should be removed, as they can draw energy away from the forming shape. Throughout the growing season, it's important to check on your tree regularly. Adjust the ties as the branches grow, ensuring they are not too tight to cut into the wood. Also, be vigilant about removing any new growth that doesn't fit into your design, especially shoots growing towards the front or back of the tree. Seasonal considerations also play a key role. For instance, during the summer, focus on pinching back new growth to promote bushier branches. Come fall, assess the overall shape of your espalier and plan any major cuts for the next pruning season. Remember, the tools you use are just as important as the techniques. Always use sharp, clean pruning shears or a saw for larger branches. This ensures clean cuts that heal quickly, reducing the risk of disease. Regular, thoughtful pruning and careful training are the keystones that will ensure your espaliered tree grows as both a functional and ornamental element in your garden. As our gardens grow, so too does the beauty and utility of our espaliered trees. In the fascinating world of espalier, the ancient merges seamlessly with the modern, creating not just a method for growing fruit, but a form of living sculpture that enhances any space it occupies. Espalier, the art of training trees into controlled shapes, offers more than just visual appeal. It's a clever solution for small spaces, allowing gardeners in urban environments or those with limited areas to cultivate fruit trees that would otherwise require much more room. By training trees to grow flat against walls or along trellises, espalier maximizes the use of vertical space, ensuring even a modest backyard or balcony can boast of bountiful harvests. But the benefits extend beyond space saving. Espaliered trees often yield more fruit than their traditionally grown counterparts. This is because pruning and training improve air circulation and increase exposure to sunlight across the branches, which is crucial for fruit development. Each branch gets its share of light, and the energy of the tree is directed more efficiently, leading to healthier, more productive growth. The aesthetic aspect of espalier cannot be overstated. It transforms green spaces into dynamic gardens where geometry and nature intertwine. Imagine walking through a garden where the walls are alive with the patterns of leaves and branches, fruits hanging like jewels from a carefully crafted tapestry of green. These living barriers not only carve out intimate spaces but also serve as windbreaks and privacy screens, marrying form with function in the most elegant way. Throughout history, gardeners have turned to espalier to create breathtaking garden art. Modern applications are just as varied, ranging from ornate designs in grand estates to simple, functional forms in humble backyards. Each project reflects the gardener's creativity and respect for nature's limits and possibilities. Whether as a method of maximizing yield or creating breathtaking garden art, espalier stands out as a testament to the harmony of form and function. This practice not only continues to inspire contemporary gardeners, but also connects them with a tradition that has beautified and benefited cultivation for centuries.